Yeah. So, when you hire an attorney, this is what, before you hire an attorney, or if they try to throw a court-appointed counsel on you, this is what you do. You tell them, okay, say if the court wants to get you a court-appointed attorney. Okay? Wait till you get in court. And you say, hey, Your Honor, I want to bring up some facts. I'm going to ask Mr. Douchebag over here, my attorney, a couple questions. You asked your attorney, do you practice under constitutional laws and the amendments? Do you? Well, no, it's either you do or you don't. I want him out of here, you judge. And you tell the judge, if you're not going to go by constitutional laws, you can recuse yourself. If this piece of shit over here, if they're not going to go by the Constitution either, I want them out of here. And then they say, well, you know, you have to have court-appointed counsel. You have to be represented by an attorney. Of course, you bring the Constitution in. You bring the Constitution in. Parts of it, all of it, does not matter because they have to follow it. If the judge states that you must have court-appointed counsel or an attorney to represent you, you say, okay, Your Honor, you point that out, because I got the Constitution. You point that out in the Constitution, my rights, the Bill of Rights, my amendment rights. You show me where that directly and clearly and flatly states that I must have court-appointed counsel or an attorney to represent me. It does not state that. Your corporate fiction laws don't apply. Because I do remember when I was, this was a thing, and this is where I'm figuring out a bunch of stuff about this, is I noticed that when I had CPS policies, I had parts of the Constitution in law, in court, I brought up my First Amendment right. They'd know because I made them freaking aware. I had West Virginia Department, Health and Human Resources, CPS policies, the updated version, and pretty much they have not changed. And I made it say, well, under this. But see, I didn't directly do that. I didn't come up and say, hey, you must point this out. And the fact was, now when I rattled off state laws, they said, oh, well, you don't know what you're talking about. Because we're not allowed, we the people are not allowed to use their instruments of destruction against them. We cannot use their documentation to file suits. We cannot head it a certain way. We cannot use the same fonts and file a lawsuit. You can't file a suit against the state or somebody in the government or somebody else that they don't want you suing under their fucking state codes. Their bring up violations. That's why none of this crap's going in. The right of habeas corpus, whatever the name of it's called. That's why it's not. That's why these cases are being dropped. I've seen several cases where Cora or whatever, I can't remember the case. You could see where everything was violated on that. They dropped it immediately. Okay, but yes, I'll get back to when I had the CPS policies, and I think this might be the key. Is this how you beat these sumbitches? I'll be right back.